David Smith of the Jersey Shore Basketball League, joined alongside my partner, Alec Crowdhamel. Alec, good to be with you, and it's good to be here back again yet at the Jersey Shore Basketball League. I was off tomorrow, or yesterday, excuse me. But excited to be back tonight. We got a good one on tap in Game 1. We have County Line Auto Body taking on OIB Ortho. Two teams known mainly for their defensive identity, Alex. So kind of tell me what you're expecting here in this game.
Yeah, I'm expecting a really well-played basketball game, a hard-fought basketball game. These are two teams that not only get after it on defense, but they have a lot of familiarity with each other. Obviously, County Line Auto Body, with their time with the Jersey Shore Breaks, all of them except for Marcus Kennedy, who played against them in that same league. And then for OIB Ortho, obviously the Georgian Court connection. So I expect a really well-played, fundamentally sound basketball game here tonight.
A lot of chemistry on display for both teams. Guys that have been playing together for quite some time. Taking their talents and dueling them out here at Manasquan High School.
I do find it interesting that only 5 guys right now for County Line Auto Body compared to 9 for OIB Ortho, so this could be a potential factor later on in the game.
Biggins is somewhere as well. Not sure where he is, so 6.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely a slimmer bench for County Line for sure, and will be something to be important to keep tally of when people get in foul trouble. As County Line wins the tip, here they come. Daniels for 3 off the jump early in the shot clock, can't get it to go. The rebound by Lane. Amar Lane finds Dante Weesey. Coming off the screen is Serrano. Leaves it for Lane. Will spin. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound to Brendan Mariani. Mariani finds Kennedy. A backdoor cutting Leon Daniels with the reverse. Assist goes to Kennedy. Sweet pass. It's Weesey now. Feuerbacher. Josh Michigan, the great shooter in the corner. Takes it inside, finishes through contact. Good defense from Treadwell, better finish by Michigan.
Yeah, driving baseline, kind of got stonewalled by Treadwell, but he just rose up through the contact and got the friendly roll.
Treadwell finds Simmons in the corner. Gets Serrano up on the pump. Near turnover, was able to retain it, gets it to Daniels in the corner. That one short off the front iron. Rebound to Serrano, but has it poked away by Daniels, who finishes the layup as County Line retakes the lead. Weesey drives to his left, can't get it to go. Rebound, Marcus Kennedy. In transition, Josh Treadwell. Step back jumper, that's his spot. He loves that mid-range jumper, Alec.
Yeah, the Ortho defense anticipating a drive, so they kind of put a foot back, anticipating it, and Treadwell said, you know what, you're going to give me the shot, I'll just take it, and he's so good from that mid-range.
Michigan off the handoff, finishes through the contact, and that will be a foul on Brendan Mariani, his first. And Michigan with all 4 of Ortho's points so far, with a chance here to make it 5.
Yeah, obviously we know his shooting gravity, but 2 times now in this game he's put the ball on the deck, driven baseline, and just able to lay it up at the basket. And he gets high up enough that Mariani can't really block it. All he has is his hand, and it gets whistled for the foul.
There's Daniels now. Finds Mariani, posting up against Weesey. It's Simmons cutting. In between jump shot from just below the free throw line is good for Ja'Kai Simmons. And it's a 3-point lead for Auto Line County Body. Or excuse me, County Line Auto Body. Lane finishes through the contact and 1. And a back and forth game here so far, Alec, just like we expected.
Yeah, absolutely. Lane hasn't been the best shooter so far in his time with OIB Ortho, but he has been a menace on defense, especially as kind of a small ball 4 or 5. And that time he just uses his strength to get into the lane. And now 2 quick fouls on Brendan Mariani. Like you mentioned, foul trouble could come into play, especially when they're within the first 2 minutes of the game.
Lane, a guy, too, with a thin frame, so doesn't really look all too strong, but has sneaky strength down there. But Marcus Kennedy, dealing with him is another problem because he's got grown man strength down there.
Absolutely, and he has great touch from the post as well, so he's able to use the ball fake and get his defender in the air, trying to be over-aggressive with the size disadvantage, and that just helps him even more.
Michigan Finds Weesey, passes up the open three. Instead takes the fade, rebounded at Daniels. Simmons transition, finds Mariani on the wing. Three-pointer, gets it to go. The breaks connection of Simmons to Mariani, and it's a 5-point lead now for County Line. Steal here by Kennedy, leaves it for Simmons, the lay. And it looked like Kennedy played for the breaks there with the chemistry shown with Simmons with that pass. Fitting in just fine on this County Line squad. And honestly, exactly what they needed, an answer in the interior. Weesey, Feuerbacher with the slip. Tries to draw the contact, no call. Rebound, Simmons. Gets it out to Treadwell. Skip pass, Mariani. Gets by his man, gets to the hoop. And there's a foul called on Justin Feuerbacher. And Brendan Mariani will get a chance at a pair.
I think we're seeing this County Line Auto Body team on both ends of the floor really start to open up and wake up in this game as Ortho got off to a solid start, but again, now almost doubling them up with Mariani at the line. I've really liked the way they've been able to run in transition, just kind of open up the floor. It opens up a lot of passing lanes. The chemistry is there, and they're really making good reads and good passes on target to set up good looks.
Missed opportunity here for County Line as Mariani misses them both. Lane. Back up top, Feuerbacher. Drives, has it poked away by Treadwell, and he'll get it back. Finds Daniels in transition. Can't get the three to go. Serrano with numbers in transition. Back out, Weesey. Finds Serrano, goes up strong, blocked by Simmons. Rebounded by Kennedy. It's Treadwell in transition, gets it back to his man. It's Simmons finishing on the other end, running the floor. Great job there by Simmons to get the block and then the bucket. Weesey, great pass to the cutting Feuerbacher, finishes with the reverse. And that's that court vision from Weesey. Simmons finds Kennedy. Treadwell. Gets it to go. As soon as you see Josh Treadwell with his head down start dribbling, going to make a move, you know a shot's going up, but he hits some very tough ones. Michigan step back, Trey can't get it to go. Outlet to Simmons. County Line looking to push the pace early. Simmons, Trey ball gets it to go. Ja'Kai Simmons, his last time out, had a down first half and a very good second half. This time off to a scorcher here in the first. Josh Michigan beyond the line, can't get it to go. Kennedy the rebound, he'll push in transition. He has numbers. Kennedy the lob, Simmons! Oh my gosh! Ja'Kai Simmons and Marcus Kennedy putting on a show here for County Line. And that one's off, rebounded by Treadwell. In transition, finds Daniels, back out Mariani. The three, gets it to go! County Line's all over OIB Ortho here in the first. 3:53 left to play in the first quarter. 17-point lead here, Alec, for County Line. What have they been doing correctly?
I think their defense has kind of kick-started everything. They've gotten more into trapping the ball, whether pretty much anywhere on the floor, whether it's in the corner or in the half court, and that's kind of forcing OIB Ortho's offense to speed up and making some reads that they don't really want to make, and the shots haven't been as high quality. And then on offense, they're running the floor really, really well in transition, creating opportunities, and Ortho just hasn't gotten back. So they're kind of really owning both ends of the floor here to open up this game.
County Line's length also giving Ortho a lot of problems on the defensive end as well. Going to be very important for Ortho to find its rhythm and not panic here. This is a team that's capable of putting up numbers. Josh Michigan has missed a couple open threes. We know what he's capable of. We see a great playmaker. Serrano hasn't done much yet. I mean, this is a team where its capable playmakers have been pretty quiet. So a lot left to be desired here for Ortho, but we know what they're capable of. Lamar Lane drives, kicks it out, Michigan. Pull up floater, short off the rim, gets his own rebound, blocked by Simmons. Treadwell now, back to Simmons, heat check, can't get it to go. Rebound to Weesey. Gets the screen from Lane. Finds Feuerbacher, quick release, three, short, off the rim. Rebound to Kennedy after it bounced around on that cylinder. And Treadwell walked. I was going to say he was either out of bounds or he walked. I think he walked before he was out of bounds. But either way, possession to Ortho as Santucci checks in, as well as Thomas Menegas. There'll be Feuerbacher and Lane to take a seat for Ortho. County line not really with the same luxury, but Biggins will come to check in for him. Treadwell finds Mariani. Simmons, tray ball, long. Rebound Weesey. And now it's Santucci looking to push. Loses the ball. Regains the handle. Finds a cutting Menegas, but that one flies out of bounds. And possession will go to County line.
And again, the length of County line just kind of throwing off everything that Ortho wants to do in the half court. They're not able to make those same backdoor cuts and reads, especially with Weesey running the point that they usually have been able to do in these last few games.
Ja'Kai Simmons was one of the all-defensive team guys in that 94-by-50 league, and a lot of those steals that he had gotten throughout the season were in passing lanes. Just with his length, for someone of his size and his athleticism, great instincts too. Very good in the passing lanes. Weesey. And that one flies way out of bounds. Weesey will call for a sub. I think he just wants a little bit of a break. Get his head straight, as it's been by far the worst start of the year to a game for Ortho. For a team that, like we've said, has turned a lot of heads so far this year. Their record might not show that they're one of the best teams in this league, but they compete night in and night out, and right now they're having a really, really tough time. Santucci, cross court, sweet feed in the corner, no good. Put back, Santucci can't get it to go. In transition now, it's Kennedy, and he lays it in for two. Kennedy, a former Villanova Wildcat and SMU Mustang, as Serrano went for the poster. And they'll get Kennedy for a foul here. Didn't see much contact. I honestly thought I saw him more try to get out of the way than challenge it.
I think they might have gotten Biggins on the foul, if I heard correctly, from the scorer's table. But either way, I mean, Serrano, you don't want to give him a full head of steam. And for this offense, I mean, it's led by, obviously, Weesey, Michigan, and Serrano. That's the big three of the guys on offense that create a lot of the looks. They just haven't had a lot of the same openings that they've been able to create with some of their, the screens that they've been able to, convert into good opportunities and all those things. So the half-court offense just has not really popped the way it usually has.
Treadwell comes off the screen, mid-range jumper, gets it to go. And it's, again, such a tough shot. But Josh Treadwell, a tough shot maker. Biggins in the passing lanes, gets it over to Serrano, can't get it to go. Kennedy looks to run. And that pass long for Treadwell. Stolen away by Menegas. It's Michigan with it now. Gets past Simmons. Numbers now for Ortho. Santucci in the corner. That one blocked. Serrano goes up strong, can't get it to go. Put back Santucci, no good. Ends up in the hands of Daniels. Finds Simmons. County Line, I think, just trying to do a little bit too much right now. And they'll get Michigan on a foul here.
Foul on Josh Michigan.
Believe that's the first inside the 2 minutes. And indeed it is, so it'll be side out for County Line. Funchess has just walked in for County Line as well, so that's another big man that you can add to their depth chart for tonight. Kennedy, sweet spin, up and under, gets it to go. And that's a fantastic move by a seasoned vet right there. And they'll get a jump. There will be around a second left, I believe.
I think they're just going to let it run out.
And they're just going to let it run out. So that will do it here for the first quarter. County Line Auto Body swarming OIB Ortho 33-11 here on the JSBL Network. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll have the rest of the action. We are back. Welcome back here for the second quarter. It was a great first here for County Line as they've gotten out to a 22-point lead, only giving up 11 points here thus far. Biggins pull-up jumper, long. Not sure I heard him call the bank. Didn't go down nonetheless. Manigas kicks to Piggy. Piggy from deep. No good. Manigas offensive board. And Biggins slaps it out of Manigas' hand. It'll be Ortho ball underneath. Santucci on the inbound, finds Manigas. Has a wide open look from distance, can't get it to go. Kennedy the rebound. Kennedy. That one's stolen away. Lane looks to push. No numbers. And it's just pretty simple. The County Line's doing a much better job of getting back on defense in transition. Good ball movement here from Ortho. Piggy, pull-up jumper, can't get it to go. Simmons with the long rebound. Sweet feed into Kennedy. Back out. Daniels, triple, can't get it to go. Rebound to Lane. Santucci with it now. Drives. Finds Piggy in the corner. Back out Santucci. Three ball, no good. Rebounded Biggins. Biggins finds Daniels. Step back jumper, no good. Short off the rim, long rebound to Piggy. Piggy will look to push. That one not tipped. And that one will go out of bounds off of County Line. Ortho seems to agree with me that it might have gotten tipped, trying to plead their case, but possession will go down to County Line. Kennedy now. Up and under, blocked by Menegas. Good play there from the Georgian court. Guy. Kennedy gets it to go.
And again, County Line Auto Body's just been so much quicker to react to some of these extra passes that Ortho is making on offense and just cutting off any kind of drive and kick lanes. It's kind of muddied their offense up a lot.
Stolen away by Simmons. Biggins in transition. Pull-up jumper gets it to go. And it's been another 3 minutes, and Ortho still hasn't scored, Alex. Still at that 11 mark. Piggy no good as well. Mariani the rebound. He looks to get out in transition. Great pass to Simmons as he finishes. And it's now a 28-point lead.
Yeah, I mean, even when Ortho gets some good looks, they just haven't been able to knock him down. Sometimes it's just one of those nights where just nothing is going for you on the offensive end as they're going to try to fix that with Weesey and Michigan coming back in. Yeah, again, sometimes it's just one of those nights where nothing's working. I mean, the County Line Auto Body defense has played tremendous so far with the way that they've been able to rotate and get into their arms into the passing lanes. But also at the same time, as County Line Auto Body is going to call a timeout, Ortho's offense just hasn't been able to really get those same quality looks, and when they have gotten them, they just haven't been able to knock them down.
Absolutely dominant performance so far for County Line. This is a team that going into it, people kind of had hindered expectations for them. A lot of new guys to the league, Ja'Kai Simmons being one of them, Marcus Kennedy another. Or not new completely, but haven't been here within the past couple years. So a new team playing together, but I mean, this is a team that just won a championship in the DBL. I mean, this is a very solid team who's been playing together, and they have pieces to play well together that complement each other. That's the big thing, Alec.
Yeah, exactly. When you have a guy who can create looks like Simmons with his length and size on the wing, and then you have a guy like Kennedy who, you know, he's a bruising post big that can back down a guy, but he can also, you know, bring the ball up and play make out of that spot as well. And then you have guys like Biggins and Daniels who are, you know, strong shot makers on the perimeter. They can spot up. It just gives you your offense so much more flexibility to make things happen. And then you have a guy like Mariani who can just do a little bit of everything. He can drive. He can obviously defend as well. It just makes things so much harder to defend against, especially when, you know, looking at this Ortho team, they don't have the size to compete down low with Kennedy. And so Kennedy realizes that they have to be a little bit extra aggressive defending him, and he's used that to his advantage, whether it's making an extra pass when they double or when he can tell that they're starting to be more aggressive in the post, he'll spin off of them and get an open lane.
There's been very few defenses that have frustrated the offense of OIB Ortho this much so far this season. County Line Auto Body, the first one to really give them problems. Weesey from beyond the arc, can't get it to go. Just one of those nights, another decent look for them. Treadwell gets the screen. Simmons. Pass on the interior, kicked back out as that one's an air ball. And out of bounds. As possession will go to Ortho.
Again, I feel like Ortho's defense really hasn't been that bad at all tonight. It's just their offense just has not been able to get anything going and has kind of taken them out of this game.
Weesey feeds the cutting Santucci. Back to Weesey, splits the D. Kicks out, extra pass. Josh Michigan can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Santucci up with the right, through the contact and the foul. That might be number 3 on Mariani as well.
Yeah, nice job by Brian Tassi getting there for the offensive board. And he can get up. And that is Mariani. That is his third. And thankfully there's some more reinforcements for County Line Auto Body. But definitely one of your glue guys that you don't want to see leave the floor, especially this early.
Feuerbacher in for Ortho. Santucci out. An opportunity to complete the 3-point play here. As he does. As it's now just 25. Treadwell. Down low, sweet spin. Gets Menegas in the air, can't finish. Rebound. Long outlet. Finds Menegas, blocked. They'll call a foul. And they'll get Wilson, his first.
And you can tell just from after that whistle, and you can see the guys starting to stand around. All 5 County Line Auto Body defenders rallying towards the basketball. I forget which team I'd first described as, but this County Line Auto Body defense, they rally to the basketball at every opportunity. It might have been Ortho that I was talking about, actually. But County Line Auto Body also does this, and they have the size and the length to really wreak havoc, especially when you get in that middle area of the floor, which is where Ortho's offense kind of thrives. So I think it's just a bad matchup. And obviously compounded by the fact that it just feels like none of Ortho's good looks from the floor have gone in either.
Josh Michigan, a guy that probably in this league has shot over 35% from deep. I think today he's maybe been, 1 for 4, 1 for 5?
He's had 2 at the rim, but his threes just haven't fallen.
Treadwell turnaround jumper, and that's just so tough. How do you guard that?
If you're Feuerbacher, there's not much else you can do, especially when he spins off and you're kind of already at a disadvantage because he's falling back and creating space.
Rebound. Here comes County Line in transition. Simmons leaves it for Treadwell, stolen away by Feuerbacher. Weesey in trouble here. They're going to have to get across. They do. Weesey finds Menegas. Met at the rim by Simmons. Gets his own rebound. Can't finish. That one goes out of bounds and will stay with Ortho. And that one will lead us to our second media timeout of the evening, as we have a big lead here for County Line, 41-16 with 4:48 remaining here in the second quarter in Manasquan. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the action. Welcome back. It's Weesey on the inbound here for Ortho. Finds Menegas. Weesey will take the 3 long, and it's just been that kind of night for Ortho. Funchess on the wing. Skip pass, Treadwell. Screen left from Wilson. He rolls. Finds the cutting Funchess. Post hook, can't get it to go. Long outlet. Gets it back into the hands of Feuerbacher. Finds Michigan. Comes off the screen, Weesey. Finds Michigan back to Weesey. Treadwell defending. Good take there from Tassie, excuse me. Treadwell, step back jumper, pure. And that's the 4th tough shot that I've counted so far that Treadwell has made, either a step back, a shimmy, whatever it might be, but something off the dribble. As Feuerbacher knocks down the triple. Both teams starting to get a little bit hot. As I say that, the layup, it's nothing but the backboard. Michigan, Weesey, extra pass to Tassie. Back to Michigan in the corner. The look they want, and they capitalize. As now the lead is under 20 for the first time in several minutes. Ortho slowly climbing back on a little bit of a run. Treadwell finds Biggins. Down to Funchess. Has a little bit of a mismatch. Sweet feet inside to Wilson. No foul call. Fierbacher, we see beyond the arc, can't get it to go. Rebound to Treadwell. Treadwell finds Funchess. Beyond the arc, short. Saves it to Biggins. Biggins, the floater, gets it to go. You give him an assist there?
I think so, unintentionally.
As that one goes out of bounds. Possession to county line, and Lane and Serrano will check back in for OIB Ortho.
Yeah, I mean, still the 21-point lead, but we're starting to see Ortho's offense wake up a little bit more. They're starting to find those driving kick lanes as County Line's defense is really collapsing towards the rim. They're starting to see a little bit of light on the passes and shots going in.
Treadwell, down low to Wilson. As that pass flies out of bounds, as possession will go to Ortho. Michigan. It's a screen from Lane, goes left, tries to hop through, and they'll get a foul on Funchess.
Foul on Charles Funchess. First in the last 2 minutes.
They'll say the foul was on the floor. Didn't look like a lot of contact there, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think the official was arguing that as he was kind of going for the ball, trying to get the jump ball, he got too much of the wrist instead of the ball in the hand.
Weesey drives, gets it to go. It's been a quiet night for Weesey. But the floater there maybe can get him going. Treadwell. It's just crazy the amount of difficult shots that this kid can hit.
He doesn't need a lot of space, and then he can create the space himself by just sidestepping or stepping back. It makes it look so easy.
Serrano finds Michigan to Weesey. Spins, loses the handle, and Treadwell comes away with it. We'll slow it down. Long three, no good. A minute left here now in the first half. 22 points separates these two teams. Michigan, the screen from Lane. Gets to the rim, dishes it out. Fierbacher, back to Lane. Serrano lays it up and in with the right. And the long outlet pass. Sweet, step through. And laid in for two. As Wally Hepburn was able to extend the lead. Wally Hepburn, another guy that played in that 94x50 league, also played for the Capital Seahawks with Marcus Kennedy. Fun fact. There'll be 12 seconds left. Shot clock turned off, and they'll get Weesey for a reach-in.
It's kind of amazing that that was the first foul on Ortho in this entire second quarter, and it came with 8 seconds left.
And now they're one foul away from the bonus. No more to give. Hepburn leaves it for Funchess. Turnaround jumper, no good. And that will do it for the first half. What a first half for County Line Auto Body, with a 20-point lead going into that second half. I mean, Alec, what was the key for them to be able to get out to this big lead?
I think it was muddying up the half-court offense of OIB Ortho. The way that they were able to pack the paint in, and then, with their length, that also cuts off some of the passing lanes out. They really stifled a lot of what Ortho wants to do on offense, and even then it makes those shots that much tougher. When you haven't gotten those good looks, it only amplifies the pressure to knock one down, and they just haven't been able to do that. Ortho hasn't at a high enough level so far in this game, so they have a lot of work to do. The offense started to open up a little bit as the quarter went on with some of their drives and kicks. The threes started to fall, but they've definitely put themselves in a hole.
Like we talked about, this is an Ortho team that not many defenses have been able to figure out. Dante Weesey and Justin Serrano have really had their way in the pick and roll with Josh Michigan as kind of that spot-up shooter. But with the length of County Line's defense, they've really had some trouble, have a lot of work to do here in this second half. But anything can happen, as we know, here in the JSBL. So make sure you tune in for the second half here in Manasquan. We are back. We see with the corner three. He gets it to go. That's exactly what Ortho needs. They're going to have a shot to come back into this game. Him and Josh Michigan both to heat up from beyond the arc.
Yeah, the three of them combined only 6 of 28, so definitely have to fix that figure.
That's going to be tough, though, if Leon Daniels can hit that shot consistently. We know how good of a defender he is. But if he's hitting from that deep, it's a tough answer there if you're Ortho. Treadwell. Lane defending. Finds Daniels. 2 in a row. Gets it to go. As Leon Daniels with the first 6 points of the half for County Line, as that one goes off the knee of Justin Serrano, and possession will be to County Line.
Yeah, again, you mentioned the defense, suffocating defense that they played in that first half. They're starting to continue it here, and then with Daniels knocking down the threes, I mean, they just have been firing on all cylinders tonight.
Simmons, handoff, Treadwell finds the cutting Welton, and that one will lead to a pair of free throws. Welton, another former 94 by 50 guy, did not play for the Breaks but played against them. So another guy familiar with a lot of these guys, and that's a common theme on this team, Alec, and the chemistry seems to be working out pretty well for him.
Oh, absolutely, and I think it helps when you even go against these guys as well. You kind of know what their tendencies are when you're preparing for them and what to expect in terms of how you can stop them. So that kind of helps you familiarize yourself with them as well as teammates.
Welton, second free throw, and that's the one thing I remember about watching him play. He has one of the most unorthodox free throws you'll ever see.
He almost commits a violation on both of them.
Serrano, sweet spin, finishes with the right over Simmons. Great move there. And you know he'll never back down when he's going to that rim. He's going to take it hard.
Absolutely. Only 2 of 12 from the floor in that first half, all from two-point range. It's a testament to how well the rim defense for County Line Auto Body played in that first half.
Kennedy, corner three, gets it to go. One of those big men in this league that can really stretch the floor. One of the big reasons why he played at such a high level at Villanova and SMU. A guy that is lethal as he is on the low block and able to stretch the floor as well at his height, forget about it. Daniels can't get it to go. 2 for 3 now in the half. Menegas, good tip out to Weesey. Good feedback to Lane. Throws it down with 2 hands. And Weesey will take a foul here on Daniels as he'll limp off the court.
Yeah, he landed awkwardly on that drive a couple of possessions ago and was kind of hanging back waiting for either a foul or a timeout or something. And now he'll try to stretch out there on the sideline, and potentially a big loss for Ortho. He's their main initiator.
Welton back out. Kennedy can't get that one to go. Welton offensive rebound, gets it to go. And just the paint dominance shown by County Line as well between Welton, Kennedy, and Funchess. It's tough to stop. Lane. Menegas. Can't finish with the right, gets his own rebound. That one off as well, rebound. Welton in transition, Simmons. That one blocked away. Went for the Jelly Fam layup right there.
Yeah, he was going for the highlight. But a good job by Lane of, reaching way back and just tipping that ball away. Don't let him score easy.
Got another 94 by 50 guy sitting in front of us as well, Malik Wineglass. Filled of guys that have played in that league. I had the pleasure of being able to be the Breaks PA announcer this year. A magical season for them. Continuing their success now onto the court here in the JSBL, a force to be reckoned with. And Alec, at this point, you could argue maybe the favorites to win the league right now.
I mean, the way that they play, as connected as they are, I don't know if I would consider them the favorite just because of how deep the league is. I don't know if there is a clear-cut favorite right now.
I would agree with that.
But they're certainly in that contention to be a top 4 seed and potentially make a run in the postseason. I think this postseason coming up within the next month is going to be really fascinating just because of, again, how many good teams there are. Anybody can beat anybody on a given night.
And I'm not sure if you get the same vibe as well, but this team reminds me a lot of ACI Robin's Nest. But what's scary about them is that this is a team of mostly Division I guys.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is a more talented ACI Robin's Nest. So they play just as together, but with guys that have played at a higher level. And just really, really putting a show on. Simmons can't get it to go. Welton, rebound, blocked by Lane, and Michigan comes away with it.
And again, Lane with that long wingspan, just able to really affect all kinds of shots at the rim at a high level.
That one goes out of bounds. And like we have talked about this year, the difference typically between Division I, II, and III basketball players, Division I players typically have either crazy athleticism, strength, length. Those 3 attributes typically stand out in a Division I player compared to D2 and D3.
I think you can add height to that as well.
Exactly. And those 4 things are really being shown on display tonight and are really a clear disadvantage for OIB Ortho.
Yeah, especially when you're looking at guys like Kennedy down low. It just doesn't look like Ortho has, you know, the infrastructure to kind of really stop him with just one guy.
Feuerbacher's his matchup right now, and we know that that's not really the position that he's accustomed to playing to. Daniels tried to get contact. As we know, in a league like the JSBL, they're not really going to want to be calling contact if they don't have to. So probably not the best shot IQ there from Daniels. Mariani back in for County Line. Michigan comes off the screen. Outside is Piggy, and he gets it to go from beyond the arc. Treadwell, the take, blocked, the follow by Ja'Kai Simmons. And there's that athleticism that we know that he possesses. Sweet baby hook there from Michigan, as now it's Simmons. Drives, throws it up with the right, can't get it to go. Santucci, outlet pass, Michigan open look, short off the rim. Now it's Treadwell. Room to run as Simmons slams it home in transition. Simmons lucky there that Michigan missed that 3 as he wasn't playing defense and was able to get the wide open dunk on the other end off the sweet outlet. Great pass from Michigan into Feuerbacher. Ortho just trying to do anything they can to just try and chip away.
Yeah, you can only play one possession at a time. I know the old adage, one that I say very often, you know, there's no such thing as a 23-point play in basketball. You just got to take it one possession at a time, try to win each possession, and you're getting a stop here, see if you can get a score and just do it all over again.
Michigan drives. A lot of contact. He falls to the floor, but no call. Mariani ends up with it. Leaves it off for Kennedy. Finishes through the contact and one. Marcus Kennedy. He will go to the line for a chance at an old-fashioned 3-point play. That foul's on Amar Lane. And that one will take us to our media timeout here in the 3rd quarter. 25-point lead here for County Line Auto Body, 71-46, 3:41 here to play in the 3rd quarter. We'll have the rest of the action here on the JSBL Network. Kennedy at the line now with the chance to complete the three-point play, and he gets the free throw to drop. 26-point lead now for County Line Auto Body. Feuerbacher. Weesey on the drive. Fires Piggy, no good. Weesey the board. Inside now, Michigan. Finds Weesey, pulls up from about 15, gets it to go.
Good to see Weesey back out there after having to limp off the floor. Was getting stretched out a little bit on the sideline, and looks like he's at least good enough to go for now.
Mariani finds Funchess. Drives, finishes through the contact. Funchess coming up limping a little bit as well. Weesey, strong take, finds Piggy. No good. Michigan cross court. Weesey from beyond the arc gets it to go. And it's just a consistency thing, Alec. Got to be able to string forward some possessions.
Yeah, now 5 of 17 from beyond the arc. We'll see if they can start to improve that number as this game continues to go on. The three-point shots have looked better, and they've gotten more open.
Piggy leaves it off for Santucci. Feuerbacher. Central Regional alum leaves it off for Michigan. Swings it to Feuerbacher. The triple short, air ball, as that one will go down to County Line. Brian Tassi back in for OIB Ortho. It'll be Piggy to take a seat.
I think the impending contest definitely affected that shot, as Feuerbacher had to go up into his motion a lot quicker and wasn't able to set himself up as quickly, especially with the shot clock winding down. The contest definitely altered that shot.
Welton turns around and gets the jump hook to go over the much smaller Tassi. Long two, no good by Tassi. Rebound by Mariani. Leaves it off for Kennedy, and he finishes with the left. Great dump off there from Mariani.
Yeah, absolutely, especially when you can get a guy like Kennedy in stride. And again, the biggest guy on the floor right now, probably Feuerbacher, so Kennedy has a distinct advantage in terms of size.
Good finish there from Weesey. We're approaching a minute left here in the third. Step back, Funchess gets it to go. Weesey finds Michigan somehow, and there's that outstanding body control that we've talked about when Dante Weesey goes to the cup. Somehow able to stay in bounds there and find the open guy. Simmons shoots over Tassi, tipped up by Funchess, but grabbed by Michigan. Michigan finishes with the right. Kennedy now. Michigan goes for the steal. Kennedy gets by him. Might have gotten away with a walk. Santucci finds Michigan, finishes at the rim, and that's how the third will conclude, as it's an 80-59 lead here for County Line, as they lead by 21 here at the end of the third quarter.
And again, they kind of swiped some momentum by sticking together good possessions late in that quarter, just being able to get to the rim and create good looks. And now a 21-point game again. You know, not where you want to be, of course, down by 21, but in a better spot than you thought when you were down by 27 just a minute ago.
That one will take us to our last end of quarter break here in game one. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we will have the rest of regulation here in Manasquan. are back. Simmons now with it. Mid-range extended, and he finishes through the contact. Ja'Kai Simmons, as his great night continues. That's now 19 for Simmons on a very efficient 9 of 14 shooting.
Yeah, it was good defense by Tassie matching up against him facing up, but again, that quick first step by Simmons just got around and no choice as the help came over but to foul as he was going up.
We see now here for Ortho. Menegas finds Tassie. Step back, long two. Gets it to go. And that's twice that he's had one with his foot on in line. Got to have a little bit better awareness there. Because as they say, the long two is the lowest percentage shot in basketball.
It's the Kevin Garnett shot. But hey, you know what? If it goes in, you still get 2 points.
Very true. Biggins. And as we say, it knocks down the long two. Serrano now leaves it off for Menegas. Loses the handle, retains it, but swatted away by Funchess. It's now Daniels. Pulls up from beyond the arc. Gets it to go. And it's all county line here in Monmouth County. We see no good offensive rebound. Tassie finds the cutting Menegas, and he'll finish untouched for two. 25-point lead now for the black and red. Simmons. Is that pass supposed to be for Hepburn, but stolen away? Miscommunication. Good feed inside into Santucci. Can't finish. Put back by Tassie. Good. And you could see County Line starting to get a little complacent. Got to be able to finish this game out.
Yeah, they've really started to allow some of those looks in the early paint, in the short paint area, I should say. You know, too many offensive rebounds they should be going after. They're starting to let up some more looks right around the restricted area. So with a stoppage here, see if they can start to shore that up a little bit and really seal this one.
That'll bring Hepburn to the line. Can't get the first one. Michigan to check in now for Santucci. Splits the pair. Now it's Tassie. Finds Serrano off the double, but that one will go off the foot of Charles Funchess, and possession will remain with OIB Ortho.
I don't believe the clock is supposed to be running right now. I believe it's only when it's at 25, but it has been running this whole time.
I think that our scorers table might have already admitted defeat for OIB Ortho tonight, because they're not hitting any of those looks. So, but Thomas Menegas is cleaning up the garbage down there. Because now it's 22. Give him a stopped clock, Alec. Who said 22 is impossible? Hepburn can't finish. Gets his own rebound and puts it back in. See, lays it in for two. 6 minutes left to play here in the fourth. David Smith joined alongside Alec Crowdhamel. And then our amazing technical producer, Nick Dahl, as well. It'll be Serrano now at the line. He'll get 2 free throws. just joining us. It's been all county line all game. Got out to an early lead, have not looked back as they've dominated start to finish. Has really not been any hope in this game for OIB Ortho, Alec. It's been all county line.
Usually in some of these big leads, you see at least a run here or there where, you know, the team's able to get within 10 or 12 or so, and then, you know, they might still win this game, but it's a little bit closer than it was, you know, at the biggest lead. But, I mean, this entire game, it's been county line auto body just completely running away with it. They have, Ortho just hasn't been able to put it together on both ends of the floor.
Things getting physical down low between Menegas and Funchess. They'll get Funchess for the foul, however. And that will take us to our final media timeout, as it's a 23-point lead here for County Line Auto Body here in Manasquan with 4:40 left to go. Welcome back. Last 4:40 here of game one, as it's been all county line as they jump out to a 23-point lead here through about 3.5 quarters. Michigan can't get it to go. Rebounded by Funchess. Almost stolen away there by Michigan, but instead it's Biggins cross court to Simmons, short off the rim. And they'll get a reach-in foul on Hepburn. It'll be side out for Tassie and Ortho. Menegas sets the screen. We see down low into Tassie, and Tassie finishes after a sweet pump fake to get his defender in the air.
Yeah, I like what he's provided so far. He's probably one of their main guys at the forward spot in the wing, and can provide some floor spacing.
Hepburn finishes through the contact with the double clutch, and the assist will go to Ja'Kai Simmons. Because it seems like every extra pass the county line has had to make, they've made. Like we talked about, that chemistry and that flow that they possess. Very pretty to watch. We see Funchess defending. Lane with the take. And they'll get Funchess with the foul on the floor. However, that's the 5th foul.
Yeah, it's it seems like all of their fouls have come in fairly quick succession.
We've definitely seen more fouls from County Line than we have from Ortho. Going into the quarter, the tally was, it was 6-6. Interesting. It definitely feels like we've seen a lot more fouls called in Ortho's favor. Lane knocks him down. Sweet pass from Daniels. Hepburn, the finish. And this County Line team just looks so connected. We see. Finds the cutting Tassie. Poked away. Biggins outlet. Simmons, look out! Simmons with the finish in transition, adding the statement on what was already an extremely impressive County Line performance. As the look at Funchess with the blocking foul there. 3 quick fouls from Funchess here in this quarter.
Yeah, and again, it seems like every possession County Line's been called for a foul. And again, Lane with his length on both ends of the floor, able to kind of make things happen as he just drove right into the lane, got a high release as Funchess was trying to take the charge.
Hepburn cross court to Daniels. Spin move. Finds Hepburn, triple, gets it to go. We've seen a great game tonight from Wally Hepburn. Has really played a great supporting role for this County Line team. Has finished around the rim, has knocked down the open jump shot, and has played good defense, but hasn't been their primary guy. Simmons finds Biggins, back to Simmons as he leaves it out for Daniels. Daniels, wide open 3, no one near him. Tipped out and into the hands of Tassie. Michigan kicks it out. Weesey, no good, or excuse me. Looked like it was gonna be no good, but took a friendly shooter's touch. Daniels in the corner, Simmons. Shot clock turned off. Simmons gets it to go. And Ja'Kai Simmons extends the lead and puts the exclamation mark on a terrific performance by County Line Auto Body, really sending a message to the rest of the league saying it might go through us now because you have to score more points than us, and that is very tough to do against a team like that.
Exactly. The way that they have their length and physicality on the defensive end, a team that may not have a lot of ball handlers, even if OIB Ortho did at first, but you know, if you don't have a lot of connectedness on offense and ability to spread the ball around, which again, characteristics of this OIB Ortho team, but if your shots aren't falling, no matter what you have on offense, this County Line Auto Body defense is going to be really tough to score on.
A little bit of a blowout here in game 1, but a great basketball game nonetheless. We'll have a good game here for game 2 as well. Larson, Ford, and Seaview Jeep. But first, we will have our player of the game interview. Would have to guess probably either Simmons or Kennedy. Probably Kennedy since we haven't seen him yet.
Actually, I talked
but
to
Eddie
him
just walked past him.
I talked to him the first night. So
oh, okay.
I
was going to say, he hasn't been here for me at least.
Yeah.
Eddie's looking for someone. Where's he going? Who's he getting? And it will be Kennedy.
Or maybe we haven't talked to him. I don't know. Who knows at this point, but great game by Kennedy nonetheless.
And that one will take us to our break. When we come back, we will have our player of the game interview with County Line player of the game, Marcus Kennedy. David Smith of the Jersey Shore Basketball League, joined alongside County Line Auto Body player of the game, Marcus Kennedy. Marcus, great game out there, 18 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists for you at the big man position. What was able to go right for you guys today on the offensive end? So selfless out there for you guys.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. 14 assists as a team, you know, with pretty much everybody playing around 25, 26 minutes. So that's pretty good if you know ball. Yeah, sharing the basketball, making extra plays, extra assists, and got a lot of hockey assists out there today.
You also talked about the balance in minutes. We could also talk about the balance in scoring as well today. 5 guys to reach double figures. Jakai, a team high 25. You, like we talked about, 18. 13 for Josh, 14 for Wally, and then 13 for Leon as well. So just a balanced team effort scoring-wise. How dangerous does that make you guys going forward as a matchup, knowing that you guys can beat someone in so many different ways?
I think that is definitely a huge weight that we have for us. But I think our identity is definitely on the defensive end. With our size and then Jakai playing the passing lanes and Tread being a big point guard, we're able to like really close the gaps and then be able to close out on shots. So I think that helps us get out the run. We get a lot of fast break points, and our guys being able to hit the three, going 10 for 30 from the three is big. And especially in long games. Being able to shoot the ball and open up the floor, open up the lane for driving lanes. We didn't go to the free throw line that much this game, so a lot of our points just came from just getting it done.
Not very often do you see many free throws or have many free throws because there's not a ton of fouls called in a Pro-Am league, but like you guys talked about, kind of changing the identity, defense to offense, getting stops on the defensive end, taking pride on that end of the court. What's it like to be able to be a team with a defensive identity when you see other teams here mostly playing iso ball?
Well, I mean, that's how I was like taught to play the game. Shout out to all the coaches that I played for, the Larry Browns, Jay Wrights, the Kevin Boyles of the world.
Doesn't
Jason
get much
Smiths.
better than that.
Yeah, right. So it's always been defensive first, and I've just any team that I play for, that's kind of like what I kind of preach. I know what you see on the court, I score and I grab rebounds, I pass the ball, but I take pride in being a defensive anchor, and it's not so much about like just blocking shots, but being in the right spot, communicating defensively, and just keeping your teammates' heads up. Because offensively, teams are going to score. But guys work on their game offensively. But if you're able to get stops, if you're able to get 4 or 5 stops out of every 12 possessions, then you're doing a pretty good job on the defensive end. So that's kind of what I in the huddles on defense, and when we coming out on dead balls, I'm just constantly talking to my teammates about defense, and I think that helps us kind of stay in that mode, especially when we go up 10, 12, maybe 20 points sometimes, and then we're still able to get 3 stops, 4 stops in a row, and still keep out and get on running. I think that's like really, really good.
One thing that's been talked about a lot so far for you guys this year is the connection for the breaks. But then we have guys like you who played on the other side for Capital, and then we have other guys that played in the league like Wally and Quadir as well. So how are you guys able to fit in with the guys from the breaks, and how has the transition been playing with these guys?
Well, that's the beauty about basketball, man. When guys play with a certain mindset, you're able to mesh together. It doesn't really matter the type of guys you put on the court, as long as the IQ is at a certain level and the guys are like unselfishly willing to, share the camaraderie. Obviously we know that most of the team has played together for the last year and a half, 2 years. Had an amazing season this past year, and obviously to bring somebody like me on the team that went through a lot of battles. Obviously, we played against each other in the finals this year. To be able to come on this team and mesh really well with the guys, it would almost look like I played with them before, But that's just a testament to everybody's IQ and just the way that we've all been playing basketball for so long, that we've just been being adaptable is a part of the game. And a lot of young players need to understand that. Like, you got to be able to be adaptable in any situation you in.
So one thing that I've gathered from everything so far is that you're a huge team guy. But one thing that I want you to talk about here for a little bit is yourself. I mean, you played at Villanova, you played at SMU, you played at the highest level. I mean, kind of talk about your journey and what your plans are like right now.
Well, really, I'm kind of mostly into just giving back to the youth. I do some high school coaching, some AAU coaching. Obviously, I still play, still active. But, yeah, my journey was – it was fun. like you said, I was fortunate enough to play at the highest level, play at some big-time universities for some big-time Hall of Famer coaches.
Unfortunately, as a Seton Hall fan, yeah, you played for Villanova, which
so
not great for me.
I've been fortunate in my career, you know, especially coming from Philadelphia. It's not always the way that you want it to work out, but I've definitely been blessed and just able to still, you know, at 34, be 35 soon, still be able to keep going and just being able to give back to the youth. I mean, obviously, I would love to still be like playing high-level professional, but the 94-50 is good. I'm able to see my kids every night. It's great competition, and then I'm here to be able to do summer league basketball and stuff like this. So it's really good for me. I'm in a good space now.
Marcus, it's great to have you here. Great game, and congratulations.
My boy, thank you, brother.